And on behalf of the National Society of Colonial Dames of Connecticut and the staff of the Webb Dean Stevens Museum, welcome to the Behind the Scenes Digging Deeper video series. My name is Tammy Denise. Today, we're going to talk about Hagar. Hagar was an enslaved person who was brought here to Weathersfield when Silas Dean married his second wife, Elizabeth Saltonstall. Now, we do not have much information on Hagar, but we do know that Hagar helped to run this house like a well-oiled machine. She would start her day before the sun would rise. She would get dressed, she would come down, and she would fire the bake oven to begin cooking. And depending on what day it is, she would also fire the pit to possibly start laundry. Now, as the laundry was going and the food was cooking, Hagar would make her way throughout the house to do other chores. We are now here in the slave chambers, or the kitchen chamber. It has two different names because it is directly above the kitchen, and that is why it is called the kitchen chamber, but it's also called the slave chamber because this is where Hagar would sleep. Now, on this side of the wall, we will see where Hagar uses this room for other chores, such as the drying of the herbs above the hearth. Over here, we have the section where she would actually continue her laundry day, where she would do the ironing. And this section of the room would be used for working with the wool. Now, carding of the wool would take all day. So Hagar would actually have one day where she would card the wool. Then she would have another day during the week where she would work with the great wheel, where she would spin the wool and then put it onto the yarn counter to count the length of wool that she would need. Another day, she would actually spend time dyeing the wool that she had carded, and this is called a color wheel. Hagar had little time for rest. She was constantly working. But at the end of the day, when all has been done in the household that needed to be done for that day, Hagar would retire to this room where she would possibly find comfort in reading from the Holy Scriptures. This is just a look at one of the things that happens in the household. So thank you so very much for joining us on this episode. We look forward to seeing you for the next Digging Deeper series episode. Thank you.